So the gym's been under construction because they're basically inverting the damn thing, and they got the email last night saying that the front entrance is going to be closed from 7 a.m. until noon while they do construction. Please use the side entrance. And I'm like, well, at least I don't go to the gym right now. Morning. Phones are probably out of commission. Like, I have no idea when I'm home whether or not my phone's out of commission, because the only way to really know at home if the phones are out of commission is if someone tries to call me. And I won't know that until 11 o'clock when Brad tries to call.
Or text. Text does it too.
Yeah, I know. I only text Willie. And when I'm home, I use Snapchat because it's better. I only text him when he's at work because he doesn't have, because it's just easier than trying to get data. Because, anyways, so I've lost my Pokestop streak because there's no open Wi-Fi near a Pokestop that I could think of that I could stop the car at and whatnot, so.
Yeah.
But at least I can catch Pokemon at the house. I just can't refill any Pokeballs. So I have to jump around between Pokemon to find the CP10 to catch, because I know I'll be able to get it on my limited number of actual Pokeballs, because I don't have many more.
It's Thursday, right?
Yes. I have to go and get meat because everything got crammed up in the afternoon, so I have to head back out to the butcher and get meat later.
It's been all screwy.
Well, it's because we're jumping the month and the holiday
It's
just...
the first, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm busy today.
And like I said, we're jumping months. It's the holiday was last week, so everything feels like it's still...
Yeah.
We're all trying to get back into an order. I mean, I'm relatively back into an order, but the problem is other people are having much more trouble getting back into the swing of things, and I'm just like, oh, it's screwing things up. Does this qualify as freezing fog? I'm not sure if the camera's gonna be able to get it. There's a lot of things my eyes see, but it's like all the trees kind of up in the cloud area look like they have frost on them.
I think it's just...
Let's see. Nope, the fog is too dense according to the camera. Human eyes can pierce the fog to an extent.
Shoot, I had something to say. What was it?
Was it about freezing fog? About weather?
No. What was the thing you were talking about before that?
I don't know. I was thinking the thing right before I started talking about freezing fog and the trees was, wow.
Before you put the camera on your chest.
My brain's going a mile a minute right now. With my brain going a mile, with that thing. Because like, when I pulled it down, when the guy was walking towards us, I didn't want to get him on camera, I looked inside someone's window and they have a bed there with open blinds, and I'm like, that seems kind of weird that you'd have a nicely made bed with open blinds with like right next to a walkway. That seems really strange. And my brain just sort of went and thought about the fact that I had a bed next to a window, next to a major walkway, like a sidewalk, and just completely spaced what I was talking about previously. Sorry about that. I had to recount exactly everything we said leaving the house all the way up to the point until I got to...
What I was going to say is the whole schedule screw-ups and stumbling that causes you to have even a worse time is what makes me so vacation averse. It's like this week at the end of December, I'm nervous about it.
Yeah, I get it. I'm nervous about it too, because it's going to throw off the schedule for both of us for an extended period of time. I mean, your last vacation was fairly okay because I was able to kind of keep busy through it because it was during nice weather time. It was August, wasn't it?
It was 4 days anyway, it wasn't long.
There's a guy that got off the Max and started riding his bike down the platform, but there's a whole pack of people down there, and you'll see him here in a second. And he has to like wait for all of them going really slow, and he's like struggling to stay up on his bike. It's just so stupid.
It'd be so much easier if he walked his bike.
He wouldn't be going any slower. But yeah, I think it was back at the end of August is when your last one was, and it was like...
Sounds right.
Yeah, but it was like nice weather, so I was spending more time out doing stuff with Willie and whatnot. Now it's gonna be like I'm sitting around the house because it's quiet and it's cold and it's basketball season, which means I don't really want to go outside. Not because I hate basketball, because that's when I know basketball season is. I told Willie, I was like, I know when it's basketball season because I look outside and be like, I don't want to go outside right now. And he's like, that's pretty much it.
I get the impression from just the way you talk about it that it being quiet in the apartment doesn't actually equate to very few decibels. It means something else.
It means that everything is still and calm and unactive. Sort of like there could be no sound and absolute zero is still quiet. Because things are inactive. It's very calm, it's very quiet. And the thing is, when things aren't active, they're usually pretty quiet. It's just stuff I've been talking over with Klein. I fear, in a way, silence, because that means while people can be doing things in silence, it means that it's not active. There's not something to distract my brain from thinking of the myriad things that it wants to think about.
And that's kind of what I mean, is it's not the fact that it's silent, it's not the fact that it's quiet, it's the fact that it's inactive.
Yes.
Because you can have music going and it'll still be quiet. You can have the TV and music going and it can still be quiet.
It's easier, it's not nearly as quiet. I need aural stimulation, so I can't really hear the voices. Not that, I'm crazy, well, okay, maybe.
I know what you mean.
Was kind of thinking that one to the camera. Well, it doesn't mean I'm crazy in here. Well, yeah, okay, it kind of is. What is it? It was like blah, 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 blah. And that is exactly how that sounds. But we just get...
You almost made it.
Yeah. I'm starting to give the lenience to the people that at least get to the information booths. At the end of each platform, there's these information pillars. If they get to that and then get on their bike, okay. But I can't continuously stress that someone did not granny walk all the way across the platform and then off the platform to the designated city sidewalk and then start riding their bike. Because I will go crazy and I will kill them. Sort of like the lady last night in the waiting room at a therapist. She was talking that she has an autistic son and she doesn't know if he's high functioning or low functioning. But he talks. He doesn't talk the way she thinks he should talk.
Didn't you mention one of her quotes was, maybe I shouldn't have gone to the doctor because then he wouldn't have autism.
Yeah. I actually saw my therapist laugh for one of the few times. I was saying, yeah, because that's how doctors work. You walk into a doctor's office completely healthy and then they bless you with a little magic wand and be like, now you have a cold. And you're like, oh, I guess I do. Thanks for telling me I have a cold. I'm like, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. I couldn't. And I was telling Klein that it took everything in my power to activate what I call my evil side, where I just sort of had to sit back and watch her as she just kept digging herself her down further in the hole. I had to turn off my, I guess I want to say the protective, enlightening instinct, where I like to teach people things. I have to turn that off and not help someone, and I feel evil about it.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, so it's sort of I likened it to the point of I'm going to stop packing down the snow and I'm just going to let nature make the avalanche happen and see if it actually does destroy the town. Because I'm too worried that it is going to destroy the town that I don't know if it actually does. So I might as well just sit back and watch the world burn, or in that place be covered in snow. The concept is that.
Yeah.
But
mixing your metaphors just a bit.
There have been other times where I've been even slightly drunk and I try to go with 6 metaphors all at the same time, referencing each other, and it just turns out to be some weird conglomeration that not even an old god can come up with.
Yeah. But here's my train, so bye.